Hey folks, it's Russ. Today's Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about why most people quit direct mail and how you can win, okay? But before I get started, if you've never seen any of my videos before, I've been working in the work from home space for the last 18 plus years. I've been fortunate enough to be working full-time for myself since 2018, and it's my true passion to help people generate mailbox money using social media and direct mail marketing. Okay, so most people quit direct mail because they give up on themselves too soon, right? They just quit before they even start. So in other words, they'll mail out 100 postcards or 200 postcards or 1,000 postcards, and when they don't get that instant sale, instant gratification, they think it doesn't work and they quit. All right, and it's not because the programs don't work. The programs work. It's because people give up on themselves too quickly. For some reason, everybody thinks that they deserve to have instant success, right? And that's just not how it works. Direct mail, in all the years that I've been, doing this, direct mail is by far the easiest way to generate money from working, by working from home. It just doesn't get any simpler than mailing out postcards and letters. In fact, I'm headed over to the soap shop right now to do a couple things, and then I'm going, look at that, another stack of letters, okay? I don't stop. I just stay consistent every single day. And that's what I teach people who join me, right? I'm doing mailings every single day. I'm creating content on social media every single day, and that is what helps me brand myself. And then when people go and find me, when they visit joinruss.com, they're going to see that I'm somebody who's not just talking the talk trying to make a sale, but I'm actually helping people supplement or replace their income from home. They'll see that I'm showing up every day, taking action, because that's what it's all about. It's about taking action. You've got to be consistent. You don't have to be perfect when it comes to direct mail marketing. Meaning, like, if you miss a day of mailing, whatever, personally, I don't do that. Unless I'm in bed sick and I can't get out of bed, I'm showing up every single day, all right? And it always reminds me of Kobe Bryant, because he was famous for, even when him and his family were on vacation or it was the off season, he never missed a day of practice, ever. The only time that he missed a day of, he wouldn't show up to the gym was when he couldn't walk, all right? So he was there all the time, no matter what, even if they were on vacation. So there's no excuse not to show up, because most people right now, they're not doing anything productive with their life outside of going to their job, right? Nothing productive most of the time. They'll come home, they'll sit in front of the TV for 5 or 6 hours, but they won't do anything to improve their life or make it better. And then everybody's crying they don't have any money, everything's going up, but they don't have any money, but they're not doing anything to change their life. Well, I'm here to tell you that direct mail marketing can change your life if you're willing to show up every day, take massive action, and stay consistent. That's all that it is. There's no magic push button or anything like that. That's the key to success with anything in life, is consistency. But folks, it doesn't get any easier than going to the post office and dropping off some letters or postcards or flyers or however you want to wish to mail your opportunities. Right? And when you see how I do this, I'll send out letters with my opportunities and then a business card for my joinruss.com page. And when people go over there, they're going to see all my opportunities, all my coaching services. They can join my newsletter, and it's branding myself, and it's working for me 24/7, even when I'm sleeping. I have sales come in. That's how you do this, right? So you don't have to be perfect with everything. You just have to stay consistent. And that is what wins the game. But most of you, for some reason, think you're entitled to just have this overnight success because you bought into a program and you sent out 500 postcards. That's not how it works, right? I talk about the postcards being little seeds that you're planting, and over time those seeds will grow. And the more seeds that you plant, the more fruit you're going to bear from the trees that grow, right? That's how this works. When I first started mailing out postcards. Before I started doing the letters, I mailed out postcards, okay? And I mailed out a bunch of them. And it took me about 5 weeks before I generated my first sale from a postcard, okay? It took me about 5 weeks. And in those 5 weeks, I started questioning everything. You know, I was like, wow, does this really work? Is it worth my time? I haven't made a sale yet. And thankfully, I didn't give up like most of you would have done. I didn't give up because I trusted the process and I knew that other people were having success with it. And what they were doing is just staying consistent. And sure enough, 5 weeks, I got my first sale from a postcard. And that changed my whole way of looking at this. It changed my whole marketing trajectory, really. How I looked at everything. Because now I knew that I made a sale. And I knew that if I could make one sale, I could make 1,000 sales. Using the same process. It's just a rinse and repeat, right? It's super duplicatable. Direct mail is super duplicatable. You don't have to be, you don't have to have anything other than some postcards. You don't have to have, you need some stamps, some postcards, envelopes if you're mailing letters. There's a little bit of upfront cost, but any business has an upfront cost. And when you look at, compare something like direct mail to starting a McDonald's franchise where you have to prove to them that you have $500,000 in liquid capital before they even look at your application, it's pretty sweet that you can get started with one of these opportunities for as little as $50 and have the potential to have life-changing results because there's no income cap when you're doing direct mail. I mean, there's people in this industry that mail out just postcards. They don't even do social media marketing and they make 6 and 7 figures a year. Because they stay consistent and they scale their business, right? So this is super duplicatable, super scalable, super easy to do. All you're doing is putting letters in the mail, right? And I show you this every day, right? This is a new batch. I just put these together. It doesn't even take long to put these together once you have the system down, right? And we have places where you can get discounted stamps that are 100% legit, right? I took them down to my postmaster. He checked them out, scanned the barcodes. Everything's legit. All right, so we have all the resources for you. I'm going to give you a resource page that has places you can market online. You're going to get my exact letter template when you join me. You're going to get my contact email or my contact information, my phone number, my email, everything that you need to be able to reach out to me if you have questions or need any help, and I'll be there to help you out, okay? It doesn't get any easier than this. It works. You just have to not give up, and that's why most people, they quit on themselves before they have success. I waited 5 weeks before my first sale. I'm super thankful that I did, right? I've tripled my income since I've added direct mail marketing to my marketing methods. And if I would have given up, like most people, I don't know where I'd be today. I don't know. But I'm super thankful that I didn't give up because it just flat out works. You just have to decide and commit to working and showing up every day, taking massive action, and stay consistent. I say it in all my videos. And that's the truth. That's what you have to do. Success shows up for the ones who continue to mail after the ones that quit, right? Everyone quits. The winners are the ones who keep showing up and keep mailing even when they're not getting sales as quickly as they'd like. That's how you win at this game, right? That's how you win at this. So, you're not behind in anything. You're just one decision away from building momentum, right? One postcard away from making that first sale, which can change your life. And it'll definitely change your mindset. Once that first sale rolls in, that's proof that it works. And I show you guys every single day that I have success with this simply by just showing up. You just have to show up. What more can you want? I mean, everybody wants more money. Everybody wants the big house and the nice cars and all that stuff. But they're not willing to show up every day and take action. They'd rather go home and watch TV or watch the football games on the weekends or whatever they do. I'm not bashing on it. I love to watch golf on the weekends. But I'm very comfortable knowing that, I can do what I want, when I want, for as long as I want, and I don't worry about cash flow because I'm planting all these seeds all the time in the mail. Right? And making these videos that stay up on YouTube and Facebook that make me sales even when I'm sleeping, around the clock. Anybody can do this, is my point. All right? You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to be a big marketing guru. You don't have to be driving around in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley or living in the big mansions or anything like that. All right? My wife and I live in a 740 square foot tiny home. I have a Toyota Tacoma. My wife has a Honda CR-V. We're very minimalistic people, right? I don't wear anything fancy. These t-shirts are like, I don't know, $8. Not even that. I think I get a pack of them for like 20 some bucks, right? Nothing fancy about me at all. This is for anybody can do this. And that's the beautiful thing about this, is that anybody from any background, any walk of life, any financial situation, anything, this will work for anybody, right? This will work for anybody. So I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. That all helps me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. I'm super thankful for all of you who watch my videos. It means a lot to me. I hope you really find value in here. I'm trying to help everybody understand that anybody can make this work. You just have to, commit to it inside and tell yourself, no matter what, I'm going to show up every single day, even when I don't want to, unless I'm in bed sick and I can't move. That's what separates the winners from the losers. And that's what separates the people who have success in direct mail marketing as opposed to those who quit too soon. So anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with you. Thanks for watching.